just got a single, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really know me like that, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a roll up, get the people excited, and
Don't really know.
Pull the people in. So my way of doing it is, as everybody knows, I'm super vulnerable. I'm super open. Everybody has witnessed my story in a close way. Like they feel like this is probably the closest thing I'll get to seeing this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm enjoying seeing it for myself because it's still mind blowing to me. But I just want to this story, how everything happened is a testimony more so than a story. Like it's definitely a testimony. So just share it with the people. I used to be suicidal. I used to be super depressed for years. I used to doubt myself. I used to hate my body, hate how I look. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a place where I'm whole. And it's funny that when I became whole, this is what happened for me. So it's really like a blessing in disguise for other people on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a story time of like, how did this come about? Because it was preparation before Eric even said anything. Literally, like it was things spoken. It was my irritation with just being tired of my situation. Like I said a lot of things, and I'm gonna say it on camera, but literally when I was having these conversations, it was 2 weeks before Eric said I want to sign Asia. And then the nigga is my favorite artist. So it's just like, what? You know what I'm saying? So everybody has a perspective of the story because y'all were the first people that I got a chance to meet and work with and everything. So I just kind of want everybody's perspective on like first impressions or whatever the side conversations were before I got there. You know what I'm saying? Just share your little 2 cents and introduce yourself, tell the people what you do. And yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah. I'll start it off, man. I saw the challenge thing we did. When we did the challenge.
You the student that came in late to class.
On Instagram. And I seen Asia was like #1 on the thing. Everybody was like voting for her, and I think the fact that my fans and the people who are my supporters was rocking with her so much, that to me was like one sign, like, okay, cool, you know what I mean? Like, we got an audience, we got people that feel the same way I feel. I remember listening to the With You song and playing it for Maya and sending it in a group chat, like, yo, y'all check out this song, what y'all think, listen to this, and it was, talking about just your approach and, the voice and everything. So, it was definitely something I was excited about. And with being the first artist that we believing in and, excited to go crazy, it was something that I had to talk with everybody about. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what you think? Yo, what you think? So we all was really, excited about it. And I feel like once it happened, watching you be proactive, watching you dedication, watching you and your mindset and learning who you were after actually having my own perspective. That's when I was like, okay, she's actually a good person. She actually has a story that not only she needs to get off, but people need to hear, you know what I mean? Your voice is dope. So, I enter situations really with zero expectations. So when you pulled up and it was all pleasant, fun, laughs, it was just a blessing. So I think as we continue to work and as we continue to get to know each other and as we continue to grow, it already feels like we're so close. The different times, I think, is really what make, the different situations is what really, you can see like, ooh, okay, like, I see how she handled that. I like how she handled that. So I'm excited to see more of it. But the time that I have already seen each time, from etiquette to time to speak, when you speaking what you saying, it's always with a purpose, and I can tell that, and I just appreciate that about you because you're not just out here doing it to do it. You actually had a whole curriculum of what you wanted to do, what you wanted to talk about when you got here, the layout of the video, the treatment, everything just to me was just like, yeah, she got it. Now we can just help guide. That's all we're supposed to do is help guide, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
You show the example of an artist that know what they want I just need that shot. So I was happy to be like, yeah, Neem, what's up? YFS, let's go.
So what's up, Neem? What's up, Neem? First of all, Neem's opinion means something to me every time. Because he played the backseat when we first met. We didn't really meet. It was just like, you see me? I'm like, nah, where you at? I'm like, okay. Hey, I'm Asian. Like, okay, cool. And that was about it. You know, that was the interaction. But I'm super familiar with his personality. Like, I know a lot of people like him, so I know that he's really observant. So it means something to me when Neem says something, because he kind of got the vibe of like, if he think it's whack, and he gonna say it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that to the core. But go ahead and let people know what had happened. What had happened?
Nah, that's true. I mean, it take me a minute to warm up. I'm not like the quickest person that's gonna be like, we're not gonna be friends fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm gonna really get to know you and shit like that. And when I really say like, yeah, we cool, that means we good. I mean, it ain't no problem. So yeah, Eric sent the music over to Instagram, and like he was like, yo, what you thinking? What you thinking? Asia, she tough. And then I listened to the song, I was like, yeah, nah, she tough. But like, you know, me and Eve, we like really like a partnership. But I really trust him, like he more so like the music side, I'm more so like the business side. You know what I mean? So like when he was into it, like really the part that got me was he was like, well, she just like me. And I was like, all right, well, let's do it. You know what I mean? Because I didn't think he wasn't really like lying about it. Like he was like, nah, she really knows she, you know, want to do. She get her own beat, she write her own songs, she record. You know what I mean? Like, and when I was watching everything online and watching what she was doing, I was like, oh yeah, she really is like, you know. And people like y'all, like he said, I just need like a little guidance, a little push. Yeah, you know, it didn't really, you know, matter. It don't really matter where y'all land. Y'all gonna get to where y'all supposed to go. It's just like about whatever vehicle y'all choose to go with at that point. So, you know, I'm happy that you chose our vehicle. You know what I mean? And us as a home. But yeah, man, I look forward to it. Like, and I feel like you getting better. You know what I mean? Like every day, like all the new songs that I be hearing, I be like, dang, like in all aspects too, like songwriting, like vocal ability, you know what I mean? Like just everything. Like, and I think that, you know, the more and more you like hone in on your story and like what you want to get across, and really like, you know, keep doing things like this where you're like, nah, we gonna do this. Like that's an artist. You feel me? Like artists that don't have no ideas or like no sense of like take control of the room and like be like, nah, we all doing this. We all need to go upstairs and we need to turn the camera on and we need to do this and the video need to be like this and the artwork need to be like this. Like if you don't got that, yeah, I don't want to really even be involved anyway. So I'm excited to see, you know, what you gonna do, where it's gonna go.
I appreciate that a lot. So we're gonna slide over to Flash from the past. I actually, okay, so wait, real quick, right? So for me, let's see where we at. I want to say like 2 weeks before anything was announced, I got frustrated. I'm like, God, okay, listen, honey. At the time I was 23, so I'm like, okay, I can't be 26 just getting on or not there yet. I just can't do it. So I'm gonna need you to make something shake, because I've done everything that you've asked me to do. It was a lot of sacrifices that I had to make. It was a lot of obedience that it was just like, I was getting nudged at for so long. Like, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. And I was procrastinating to do what he was telling me to do. And I had to sit something to the side for a second. He said, just sit it to the side, and I'm going to show you why you need to do it. And I just need to see that you're going to do it, and you're going to do it with your whole heart, because it's a reason for it. I didn't know. It was 2018. I'm like, I don't want to do it, Jesus. But you know what? Let's just try it your way, because I've tried everything that I could try, and it's not going well for me at all yet. So he told me to do something I was super obedient about. I didn't turn back. I didn't look back, think nothing. I just said, okay, God, you got everything. Like, let's just see where it goes. So fast forward 2019, summer. I'm stressed out. I'm like, God, I need you to make something shake, baby. I can't do this no more. Like laying on the couch, looking at TV, on my phone, like no, like that's not my life. That's not who I am. Like it's too much in me. I gotta do something, and I need you to do it quickly because I have been so here for you, baby. Listen, okay? So, it happened, right? So I'm looking at the contest, and I'm like, I'm number one for too long. So I literally thought it was a glitch, like literally. Like I'm like, okay, was something going wrong? Like, and it kind of went on longer than it was intended. So I'm just like, okay, maybe it's like a glitch, and you know, I'll look in a couple weeks. I looked in a couple weeks, still number one. So that's all right. So he started posting about it. It came down to 3 people. First of all, when he posted it, when he posted the songs of each person, it was my cover on the front. So I'm like, I'm looking at the page like, cause mind you, this is my favorite artist. I ain't ever had a conversation with him or nothing. I just listen to him every day consecutively for 6 years now. So I'm just looking at the page like, this is wild to see your face right here, your face right here, and my face right here. Okay, cool, okay. So he DM'd me like, I'm about to choose the winners, blah, 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 your song is crazy. Cool, I'm like, cool. So everybody think I won the contest just because I got signed, and that wasn't the case. I didn't win the contest. So when it happened, I was asleep. I woke up, it was a Sunday morning, it was like 6 a.m. I was getting ready for church and my phone is going nuts. Like, it was doing it all night, but I wasn't really paying attention because I was asleep. So I was like, what is going on? Like, I got like 200 messages. I don't understand what is happening right now. So I'm looking, and they're like, look at the contest, look at the contest. And I'm looking at the contest, I'm like, I didn't win, what are we doing? And I seen, and I want to sign. So I'm like, well, it was like Asia to YFS, and it was my song. So I'm just sitting there like, that wasn't a part of the contest. All right, okay, what is happening? So the funny story about that was the same year I dropped the song. That was the same year I dropped the song, which was last year. I DM'd it to him and Taiwan Williams, which is a choreographer, just to see what they thought about it. And he said it was crazy. This was like, May. He was like, it's dope. Where you from? I said, Detroit. He didn't message back after that. So I'm like, cool. He heard it though. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. I'm cool. So to see it come, no, you said I'm from Detroit. And then I said, yeah, I'm trying to, hopefully I could be on YFS, you know, one day or something like that. So fast forward, I forgot that I even said that. I looked in the DMs like, this is very specific and very intentional. This is wild. So I'm like, oh God, you heard me. You heard me loud and clear. So he announced that, we exchanged numbers, DM, he said, call me tomorrow, we talked. He like, I want to try to get you out here in like 2 weeks. He was like, maybe like a week. Then he was like, maybe this week. Then he was like, maybe tomorrow because I got this Airbnb, you know, I don't know how you feel about it. I'm like, tomorrow, we can do it tomorrow. I can go tomorrow. He like, you serious? Like, you playing? I'm like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. So he like, all right, send me your information, we're gonna book the ticket. The whole time, my mind is not really like here. Like, I'm just kind of just going with the emotions because something got to get done, but it's like, this is Eric Bellinger on my phone right now having a conversation about flying me out, like what's happening. But I didn't have time to do that because it's like, okay, well, I need to pack, I need to call my best friend. I'm like, can my best friend come with me? Because I don't want to come out there by myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't know y'all like that. You know, I don't know what's out there. He like, yeah, she can come too. So I got to go to Walmart, got to get stuff, da-da-da. So I'm not even like here. I just got to do what I got to do to get to where I'm going. Backwards, let's go backwards real quick. This is October, the end of October when I came out here. The beginning of October, I said, you need to get a flight and fly by yourself because you need to get used to flying by yourself. Weeks later, this happened. I don't like planes, okay? My first plane ride by myself was Atlanta. The second one was kind of my first plane ride by myself because my best friend, she had never been out of Michigan. So she tripping, and I'm just like, we cool, like we good, we on the plane, and I'm in the daze because it don't feel like it's a real thing. Like I'm just going with the motions in the air, whatever. So we get there, we at the airport. I call him, I'm like, I'm here. He like, okay, I'm about to call the Uber. He on 3-way with the Uber, joking about the Uber because the Uber can't speak English. We get in the car, I get there. So we on our way to the house. It's 20 minutes to Malibu. So I'm like, okay, we got 20 minutes to try to realize what is happening right now. So she like, don't talk to me. I'm like, don't talk to me either. So she's just looking out the window, and I'm just like, this is really crazy because I just sat on the plane for 5 hours and I didn't even see it happen. Like I just got on the plane and I was here all of a sudden. We driving, the Uber passed the house. I'm like, I think he passed the house. What the house look like? Mind you, I'm thinking I'm about to meet an assistant or something. The nigga like, I'm about to open the gate. I'm about to come outside. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, all right. So I'm like, look, we got 2 minutes before we pull up. Do not jump out the car yet. Let me breathe to figure out what's about to happen because I'm confused as to how this is happening so fast. We pull up, the nigga jump out the door. Uncle Easy. I'm like, Sparkle, this is not even your trip, nigga. He don't even know you. Like, he think it's me hopping out first. So I get out. I had to be calm because at this point I'm just like, this nigga just really just did that. Like, you ain't gonna be normal for 2 seconds. So he like, man, you made it. I'm like, yeah, I made it. You know, like it's just normal. And the thing about Eric, he's just so calm and cool and like really down to earth and just genuine that it's not even like a starstruck vibe. I'm not a starstruck type of person anyways, but his vibe, it just kind of like invites you, like it just kind of pulls you in, make you feel at home. So it was just like, yeah, it's cool, you hungry? You want to hear the da-da-da? He was mixing the stuff from cover season 3. I'm sitting there tripping like, so I'm hearing the album before it comes out. I don't think people know the capacity of like how I really feel about it, because if you just imagine your favorite artist and you just get this opportunity to sit next to him while he's nudging things to the right and the left for the new album, and then you're sitting there like, nigga, do you understand I listen to you every day and I'm hearing stuff before the people hear the stuff, and it's crazy. Then we got JoJo. JoJo was the second person that I met. He had some chicken and some broccoli. Like, yo, was chicken and broccoli? I'm like, yeah, cool, get the chicken and the broccoli. He was super, super cool, super genuine, super energetic, inviting, super helpful. He showed me the room, put our bags down. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna slide, I'm gonna go to sleep. The whole time, this feels like a dream, so I don't really know if I was really here, like knowing that it was a real thing. I didn't realize that everything was real until the day after when I woke up and I was still there. So at that point, it really hit me in that big wide window with the water. So I just cried. I'm like, God, I just love you so much, and I just thank you because I don't know how I got here. I don't know what's going on. Like, it really, really hit me at that point. And then from that point, we just was rocking. And out of that, we got tired with Justin and who is it? What's that? Gumbo. Got a whole little record out. I recorded that in front of everybody, and I was really irritated, actually. They like, play the beats for A. I was sitting there listening to the beats. It's me, my best friend, and it was, B-Ray. She was sitting there. So we listening to the beats, they playing beats. And I'm hearing stuff, and I'm singing to it, and they hear me singing to it, and they going past it. And I'm like, y'all don't hear me? Okay. Do it again. I'm singing. They go past it. So at this point, I'm getting, thank you, man. I'm getting frustrated at this point because I'm like, at this point, I am tired. I'm not adjusted to the time frame. And I'm irritated. So this song came on, right? I hear it. So immediately, I'm irritated. This literally came out of me being irritated. So like, I'm so tired. And I'm looking at my best friend, so tired of this. She like, you want to go to sleep? I said, I'm not talking about sleep. I'm just talking about me. So I'm playing. This is not me singing the melody or nothing. I'm literally irritated, so this is what I'm saying. Then Justin like, go record that. He like, you remember what you did? I said, yeah, I remember what I did. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool, record it. So I go over there, it's flowing, just because not only was I actually physically tired, but I was just tired. I was in a tired state in my life, just period. So it's flowing because I sing literally from my heart in like situations that I'm close to, whether it's my own or a friend or whatever. So it just flowed, you know what I'm saying? Still, not even like, I didn't have to get used to Eric, but it was the moment that we kind of had that it was like, Eric, this is crazy. And he like, yeah, this is crazy. He like, you good? You know, your heart beating fast? I'm like, yeah. He like, it's good. Like, I'm just thankful and I'm grateful that you trusted God just as much as I did with this. Like, we really just stepped out on faith with each other. And I'm just like, that moment and that conversation kind of just blew me away. So that was the beginning phase. And since the second person that I met was JoJo, we gonna slide into JoJo.
Oh, Sandman. I'm laying like a supermodel right now. It's crack.
What you think? What did you think of me when you met me? Like, what was the the beforehand? I see.
Mm-hmm. Little shrimp tail. First, I didn't know who you was. I just seen sparkle all over the place.
Yeah, my baby was like a ball of energy.
What are you doing? And then she started singing, and I was like, all right. And I got on Instagram. I was like, all right, let me actually pay attention now. You know, I got to know. Check you out. Seen if he was wasting his time and shit. You know?
You said I was seeing
if he was wasting his time
yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? Like, I started getting those. It was cool in person, man. The next day was fun. We was out at the beach, in the water.
Yep.
I thought she was a vibe. I was like, all right, cool, yeah. And then she could sing for real life. And then you didn't give me that weird vibe. You know how you meet somebody in person and they be like a little weird, like they just can't communicate in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Can't
yeah.
Like damn, you can't leave her by herself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was just real independent. And I was like, all right, cool. She can. Because LA is kind of like wild, and just the music business is wild.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, she look like she got her own flavor, her own stilo. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, she's cool. She cool. And then you sound tight.
Man.
You tight, man. And then you don't be talking crazy. Like in what you saying in the songs and
Musically?
stuff. Musically.
It's intentional. Sometimes I would love to do that, but that's not who I am.
Yeah,
so.
you sticking to it, though. That's what's making it, you know what I mean? You consistent and you all the time. And like Nina said, like, you sounding better every time and you already sound good. So it's just like all right, she working out. She's, you know what I mean? She's still in shape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still keeping up. You know what I'm saying? And you moving at a good rate. So I'm just like excited about the next few like steps, things we can do over here.
I appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
JoJo is my JoJo. I call JoJo my JoJo. JoJo is good vibes. He's super helpful. Super like caring in a like genuine way, because it's not even like a thought like, oh, I gotta do this to do this, or you know, it's flowing and it's easy for us to all just be in each other's space, because we are all like super genuine people, whether it's like a defense mechanism at first, like it's like a wall. Everybody is literally super genuine. I actually didn't really I don't even think me and Flash talked the very first time. I kind of just seen him around. I didn't really know if he just was there to just be there, because it was some people there to just be there who were just invited, but I didn't know he was fam until like, I want to say maybe like my third trip out here. But did you know who I was when I was there, or was I just kind of like
You was telling me about you the whole time.
I said something to you?
Nah, E was telling me about you.
Oh, E said something.
Like, we was in the car. What was the first time you played it for me, E? When we went to Revolt, we was leaving, and we was in the car. We just left from his show at Revolt, and he played that shit. He played that tired shit, and I was like,
The face.
this is like some real Mary J. Blige type shit. And I'm like, real, I fuck with Mary
I
J.
remember you
heavy, and
mentioned
that's
that
like a
to me.
feeling. Like Mary J got that feeling, like that pain,
Mm-hmm.
and that's hard to transcend through music. You know what I'm saying? Like to make you really feel it. And I felt everything that you said the first time I heard it, because I told him that, and I was like, she's crazy, and I would love to hear more shit. But this is like real crazy. This is like one of those big records. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fire.
I appreciate that.
And then I saw your Instagram, and I was like, you funny as fuck. Funny.
I be going on rants and stuff sometimes.
But it's funny and it's so real and it's funny as hell and it's true.
So the other person that I met in the room that was really like, he didn't even know, he was kind of like an angel in my corner and in my ear. He was letting God use him over there in that corner. That Mr. D-Lo. He was super encouraging because I tend to like fall into myself in certain predicaments, just because, you know, when you doubt yourself for so long and you finally receive something, you kind of just question it, like, why am I here, like, da-da-da-da-da, whatever the case. So I was quiet a lot. Like, I'm super observant, too. Like, I just kind of scope the scene. You know, California got a lot of cornballs out here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking around, but I also just kind of into myself, like, okay, so what do I do? Like, I know I need to write something, but I'm used to having writer's block. Like, can I perform? Like, is it, like, you know, it was just a lot on my mind. And he was saying a lot of things that was like, it really was God talking to me, like, you good. Like, this is yours, and it's yours for a reason. And you just kind of summoned me to make this happen for you. So I'm confused why you doubting me. But, yeah, the voice of the heavens was over there. You got Reverend D-Lo.
Reverend D-Lo.
Miss Asia. Well, we'll take it back to the challenge. I like to, I guess, display myself as somebody who's a second eyes for E. So when the challenge was going on, I was just kind of paying attention to everybody who was in the challenge. And when he mentioned her, I was like, yeah, I was already kind of vibing to her, you know what I mean? And E being who he is, I was like, I'm with you, you know what I mean? She dope. I like her energy when she touch it down. So when we got to Malibu, he was like, she coming today, whoop-de-whoop. I'm like, bet. So when I met her, she definitely a display of somebody, you know, there's certain people when you meet them, to know them is to love them. And she's one of those people for me. She was herself, she was humble, she was pure, and I could tell she was real nervous. Like, she was nervous. She kept running to the bathroom on the low. So I just want to calm her nerves and, you know, just pour into her and just, you know what I mean, remind her why she here and who she's connected to and what she's connected to. And yeah, she's something special. And as long as she continue to be pure and be herself and, you know, keep her foot on the gas, being under Eric, she gonna fly. So.
Thanks, D-Lo.
Lazy.
Who we got? So, like, I also wanted to mention weeks before this, literally within those 2 weeks that I was talking to God, I had this, like, urge, and I was feeling like this press on my spirit that God was like, you need to be back dancing, you need to be working out, you need to book some privates because something is about to happen. And I couldn't figure out what it was, and I'm just like, I know something about to happen. So recently I just did this Tiana Taylor cover. It was 3 covers in like video form, and I just had this whole like production set up for it. So the people that helped me with that, they call him Snooky, but he owns this dance company called Believe 3. His name is Devon. So I called her because I didn't really know him like that, but I knew her because I went to school with her. And I'm like, I don't know what's about to happen, but I feel like something's about to happen, and I need y'all to like set something up for me to where I'm like in class, just, you know, brushing up on my skills and all that kind of stuff. Because I used to dance in high school, I was a ballerina. And I'm just like, I don't know, I need artist development because I just feel like something about to happen. I actually think that was the week before this happened, actually. So, no, it was 2. So when it happened, I'm just like, it's so intentional that there is literally nothing that anybody can say to sway my belief in knowing that God put this together single-handedly. Like, when I was younger, 2014, when was I, like 18, when the first time I got on E, and the more and more I would listen to him, I literally said out my mouth, I never wanted to sign to anybody, never. But if I was to sign to somebody, I would sign to Eric. I didn't even know if Eric even had a label then. I didn't know nothing. I didn't even know the next thing or a connection to get to him or nothing. It's just stuff that I'm believing because it's just like, it's my favorite artist. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I believe it. And I believed it so much that when it came to me, I'm just like, whoa. This is a little different. Like, I never experienced something. It's kind of like an out-of-body thing. Like, you kind of just sit outside yourself like, dang, this is really going on. Like, even when I'm out here, like, it's easy for me to be myself and just talking, vibing, laughing, joking, whatever. When I get home, it gives me a chance to, like, sit back to, like, nah, this is really a thing. And it's going to keep blowing your mind continuously. And shout out to my pastor, because the year before that, he prophesied over a few people in the church, and he said, 2019 is gonna be big. It's gonna be big for you, and you need to always keep your bags packed. That was also something that was super intentional, because the day that he said, to fly out the next day, I was with somebody, and I always had my bags packed. After my pastor said that, I just always had my bag packed with stuff. So when he said that, I was an hour away from home, so I can't go home and get da-da-da-da-da right now. I gotta just be prepared. I was literally prepared to get on a plane the next day. Like, it was the details for me that just was just like, God, you're crazy. This is like insane how this is happening. Cause what? And just thank God that I was obedient and heard that and was just like, yeah, let me just keep my bag, but I never know. Cause nigga, I was an hour away from home. I got on a plane, not even like 12 hours, not even 12 hours later. Like, what? It just will continue to be ever so crazy to me. But when I was at the Malibu house, I recorded a song by Justin and Gumbo.
Yep.
So I need you to come over here and tell the people, because I think you kind of missed that I was irritated with you. And that's the funny part. Because you was playing some tracks over and over, and I'm singing hella melodies. And y'all just like, next. And I'm sitting there like, okay. At this point, so I was telling them where that came from, because you heard me singing it, and you was like, go record that. I was singing that out of it being a joke. Because I was literally tired. Like, I wanted to go to sleep, and I'm irritated. Like, it literally came out of that, and he was like, you remember what you did? I'm like, yeah, I remember what I did. And you like, go record it. I'm like, okay. So, what was your, like, perspective and stuff?
Sheesh. Malibu night was kind of crazy. I literally, from the point of actually you starting to record, like, we didn't know who was going to, we were just playing records, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you did that, I usually, like, even when I play records for E, you know what I'm saying? When somebody catch a vibe, I usually just get up and, all right, do your thing. I know you was going to do your thing. We went to the other room, came back, and I was like, yo, she got a whole smash right here. And he was just saying, like, I was amazed at how quickly you did what you did and how genuine it was. And like I was telling you the other day, it's like the feeling, when I hear your music, it's a feeling that you get, and how you singing is a feeling that you get, and it's like, that's it. Don't worry about nothing else but that. Give people that feeling, you know what I'm saying? And make people, the hairs on their, skin come up, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're lyrically, touching those feelings also. And the fact that you did all that without anybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually, you know, Eric's supposed to come in and, all right, I'm gonna start you off. Nah, like, you kind of came in and bogarted the track, because you wasn't the only writer in the room, though. Yes. You wasn't the only writer in the room.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you kind of bogarted, like, yeah, I got this. And we're here now.
I'm super, super grateful. Like, it's so overwhelming, and it's just, there is literally no room for me to feel arrogant about anything, because I'm just so grateful, and I don't even see anything outside of just all of the things that God is doing in my life. I literally don't look at this as, oh, that's Eric Bellinger, he signed you, like, he is the craziest, da 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 da, or you work with this producer. Like, that's not what this is for me. Like, this is stuff that I prayed for years, like, verbatim. Like, things were happening verbatim. Like, even when we went to the restaurant on the beach, and it was like they sold seafood and like crab legs and stuff. It was a joke to me. I'm like, God, you're sitting here cracking jokes right now? I was literally saying for weeks prior to that day, leading up to that day, like, I want some crab legs, like, God, because I be broke, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of expensive, so I'm like, okay, we gotta save up some money. Me and my best friend, we gotta save some money so we gonna get a crab boy, da da da. We pull up to the spot. I'm looking, because I actually didn't even know what the spot was. We just was going to eat. So when we walking in, we literally looked at each other like, nigga, really? Like, we was tripping, and I don't even think they knew what was going on. We just was tripping, like, they don't understand what's happening. Like, they have no idea. Like, we're just going to eat to them. This is not just going to eat. This is stuff that I've said out my mouth, and this is where it's going to happen. We get to the table. Y'all get anything, whatever y'all want. So I'm like, well, I ain't gonna go crazy, because I ain't that type of person. She ain't gonna go that crazy, because this ain't her opportunity. So I'm like, I don't even know what to get. It's not about you. I'm sitting at the table, I ain't know what to get. So I'm like, so Eric, what do you get when you come here? Because I see crab legs on here, but it's looking like real pricey. So I'm not gonna throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? So he like, oh, I get the king crab. So I'm like, can I get what you get? He like, yeah, you good. I'm like, oh, Jesus, you love me so much. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I'm the type of person, it's literally the little things for me. Like, it's the little things. Even if he would have never signed me, it was enough for him to just even respond to me when I sent him the record the first time and just say, like, this is crazy. Like, he didn't even have to open it. Like, he don't even have to be the type of person to reach out and say anything. So there's literally no room to be arrogant. Anytime y'all see me being arrogant, please throw me into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not me. At that point, I've lost my mind. But,
we got you.
Yeah, man. In the room also is Dom. You know, beautiful singer. I call her my sister, but she's really the little sister of Eric. And it's kind of weird because we didn't really know each other. I didn't see her the first trip, so when I actually seen her, he was like, Asia, you know, and I'm just like, oh, okay, well, cool. Because I'm that type of person, but I ain't just going to be on nobody and, like, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. I don't know if people are like that, but even, like, his whole family, like, his mom, like, inviting, like, Asia, it's so nice to see you, nice to meet you. His dad, his wife was there, which is Lamaya. She was there and she pulled me to the side. She was like, I'm so glad to see you in person. Like, you already family though. And I'm just like, nigga, first of all, it's too many people that I see on a regular basis on like TV and stuff. Just walking around this house talking to me like they know me. Like, y'all gotta chill. Like, give me a second to just figure this out. Like, it didn't make sense till I got home. It was all a dream till I got home. But yeah, man, I'm just super appreciative. And it's even crazier that this is my favorite artist, and he chose me to be the first artist signed to YFS out of all the artists that he's probably ever worked with. Like, he's just like, why me? Like, I'm from Detroit. You don't know nothing about me. Ain't seen me, ain't heard from me. But he's also super into his faith and like trusting God. So it was easy because it's easy, you know. But yeah, that's all, folks. That's all I wanted y'all to know. I just needed y'all to like really feel me and understand that this is not just a crazy thing that's happening. Like, oh my gosh, you signed Eric Bellinger. It's bigger than that. Like even me being signed, it's not about me being signed. I don't know why I still don't know why I'm really placed here yet. It's bigger than you can live your dream, you can make your music. It's way bigger than that. And I'm just super excited to like see what was it about Eric Bellinger that you placed me with Eric Bellinger. Even though I've been speaking it into existence, it still had to be something about him for you to trust him with my life in this capacity. So, yeah, man, I'm sitting here about to cry, so I ain't gonna talk no more. But, that's all.
Good, man.
Thank y'all.
Welcome, Asia. Welcome.
And that's it. You know, my single will probably, it's coming. It's either coming or you already got it, one or the other. It's tired, you know, go get it. And that's it. Peace out.
Yes.
Gang.